afternoon to everyone. I have been invited to talk about hope, and I am very grateful for the opportunity to share a little bit of my life. Hope is something that I don't think about specifically, but as I reflect on my life, hope has been a constant factor in getting through my many life experiences. I imagine we all are wanting some feeling of hope most days. In our world today, there is an overwhelming sense of things not going well and an outrageous amount of negative conversations and news reports. I try to avoid some of this or think about what the truth really is in these news reports and conversations. It's far more than fake news. So just where does your hope come from if you don't know who or what to believe? I'm not sure, but I try my best to filter things out, ask questions, to find the truth, and always stay positive. Hope is the centerpiece of our lives. Most of us could not even get through a day without having hope deep inside our hearts. As I know very well, life is unpredictable, hard, and quite dreadful at times. Life gets out of hand and beyond our control many times. Hope helps me to keep fighting on and improving the chances of making my life better. Hope keeps my eyes wide open for a more useful future. I know very well it's incredibly hard keeping up with my inner faith during the most critical times. But those of us that never leave hope actually make it through our most difficult challenges. No matter what you believe, have a little faith or a lot of faith. Through this faith, you can learn to understand that nothing is impossible to overcome. At times, my life may seem bleak or dire, but I don't let these times defeat me. It's time to draw strength from my faith. I try to use these situations to fuel me, giving me more strength and energy to fight my own disease and to help others. I don't dwell on the things that I can't control or change. I like to talk, so conversations are a way to help me cope and make my days better, as well as making the days better for those I converse with. I know from these conversations that people can't always help me, but at least someone else knows my situation and I don't have to carry this burden alone. God is always with me to hear my concerns. Also, my dog Autumn listens to me intently each time I chat with her. She makes me feel better and loved. Autumn and I don't know what each other is thinking or saying, but I know how much better we feel after spending time together. I wish we could have this type of compassionate and unconditional love with many others in our lives. Just imagine how different our world would look and feel today. When I was much younger, my life was filled with many daily challenges. Both of my parents were battling with cancer. There were surgeries, radiation, and chemo treatments, and many, many doctor's appointments. Yet I remember the mood at home was always upbeat. My parents did everything to make sure that my life was not impacted much by their struggles. My mom and dad gave me hope and the impression that everything would be fine. I could see and feel the love and the compassion that they had for each other. Everything seemed fine for 4 years until about a week before my mom passed away. I knew something wasn't the same with her. Then there was a big void in my life, but my dad has done everything to keep me going and transition us into our new normal daily routine. I always know that he is there for me and will do anything to give me a good day. Following her passing, my dad and those around us made me feel that the future was bright. Each day, I'd hug my dad longer and tighter as he reassured me that everything was going to be okay. Although my time with my mom was abbreviated, she gave me all her focus and so much love. It wasn't until years later that I understood just how difficult her days were. Each day, she found the strength to care for me despite her incredibly difficult suffering. Usually following a chemo treatment, my mom would have a few days of being less active, but we still had fun together. She is the one that got me into sci-fi movies and TV shows. My mom knew everything about the Star Wars movies, and I think today she would be surprised about how much I now know about all those movies. She didn't want me to miss out on anything, so she really pushed herself through the pain for me. Once, just a day after a chemo treatment, she boarded a plane with me in Albuquerque to be with my dad at a conference in Orlando. If you saw the photos from that trip, you would see how much courage she mustered to give me a fun-filled trip to Disney, SeaWorld, and the many other places we visited. I watched my mom bravely fight breast cancer for 4 years, until she passed. Now I fight my disease as hard as she did for me. God has provided us with this incredible place to live, the earth and all its wonders. Also, God shows me hope in various forms. So just look out your window or sit outside in summertime. It is amazing to watch animals navigate through their many obstacles and challenges, or just watching things grow. So let your mind wander and see and feel what is around you. These sights and sounds always make me feel hopeful and in a much better mood. A couple of years ago, I was sitting outside on a warm summer day watching my dad do some painting. I could hear some noises in a tree, so I started to look up to where the sounds were coming from. It appeared that 2 squirrels in a nest high in pine trees were not seeing eye to eye on something. You know, probably some type of sibling squabble. Those initial noises turned into a physical confrontation. Then all of a sudden there was a snap and things started to fall from the trees. Within a few seconds, the 2 squirrels in their nest were all on the ground following a 30-foot fall. I didn't expect the outcome to be very good for either of them. But after being motionless for several seconds, they got up, kind of shook themselves, and scurried away. I couldn't believe what I had just witnessed. These animals had the most spectacular fall from 30 feet, then just dusted themselves off and went on with their day. This reminded me of some of my own falls or shortcomings. I have had many, many occasions where I've fallen or had to shake off the disappointment and move on with my life. Many of us are just missing out on things that are just outside our windows. Take some time to see, feel, and reflect on these things. People are too busy with meaningless things, or technology is cluttering their minds. We need to help each other see what and who is important. If your head and eyes are always down, then how can someone see or feel that you use some hope? I am someone who likes history, and there are so many stories about people that have endured some incredible challenges. These people make me realize how fortunate I am, that I should stay positive and never give up. Last year, I visited the Holocaust Museum and the 9/11 Museum. These places really stirred my emotions and made me aware that my challenges do not compare to what many have endured. You can see the pain in their faces and anguish in their voices. It was heartbreaking to feel the suffering, but makes me realize that hope is around me and others are working to make my life better. I am grateful to be part of First Parish Congregational Church. I always feel welcome there, and with so many kind and genuine people. Each Sunday during the lighting of the peace candle, the personal reflections open me up to the members' lives and understand how they have hope or given hope to someone during a difficult time in their life. This time together brings us all a little closer and inspires me to be a better person. Please continue to bring me and others that hope. When I was talking with my dad about this Day of Hope, he mentioned that I participated in charity work and fundraising at a very young age. My first event was when I was 16 months old, an overnight event. My mom was fighting breast cancer at this time, and we were part of the Relay for Life, which supports the American Cancer Society. I slept in a tent with my mom until 5 a.m. while my dad and his team walked throughout the entire night. Over the years, we have participated in many of these events. I always gain strength and hope from the many attendees of these events. I was energized and grateful for those that shared their emotional stories about a loved one. I was able to see and feel the sadness, grief, joy, and hope. These events make me feel that together we can help many others and how others are here to help me. Whenever I leave one of our charity events or other opportunities to help others, I feel more motivated to help others and more hopeful for my own situation. Now, 13 years later, I still spend many hours helping others and fundraising for various causes. The people I meet and work with make me feel important and give me the courage to keep making a difference. I meet the most caring and genuine people in my travels. For the past several years, I've been an ambassador for the Maine Muscular Dystrophy Association. The people within this organization and those impacted with the muscle disease that I have met challenge and inspire me to continue my fight. Together, we are making progress in improving the lives of many. I am grateful for the dedication of so many who make my days better and more hopeful. The MDA has a special summer camp for those with a muscle disease. I attended this camp several summers and met some of the most courageous kids one could know. I had a different outlook when leaving this camp. I wanted others to have the same experience that I enjoyed. For the past 5 years, I have worked hard to organize and facilitate the Conant Cup Soccer Challenge, University of New England Swim Relay, and the MDA Muscle. These are some of my fundraising events each year that help me to send several kids each summer to this special camp. Thank you to everyone here today that has helped me with any of these events. I know when someone has given me something or helped me, how good the feeling is. But sometimes that feeling dissipates quickly. However, when I do my charity work or simply make someone's day better, the feeling I have inside lasts much, much longer. It's our gift of giving, not receiving, that gives me and others hope. There are many people and situations that have given me hope, and obviously I will not be discussing them all. I'm going to finish by talking about my Nana. She is so brave and has survived 3 types of cancers. My dad thinks she's going to outlive us all. She is always comforting and understanding. My Nana lives in Arizona, which isn't close enough for me. I think all Nanas should live within walking distance. I enjoy our conversations and sometimes find out interesting stories about my dad. She's my energizer bunny, as she keeps going and going and going. I am always looking forward to my next conversation or hug from her. There are rays of hope in each one of us, a hope that our hope shall one day be answered, so continue to stay positive. A simple smile or hello goes a long way in making someone feel welcome and hopeful. How about a daily act of kindness to bring others hope? Please remember that hope never gives up on you. You give up on hope. I am trying to show others there is hope and how to be courageous even when you have the most difficult challenges. My body continues to change and my frustrations grow, but I am a fighter and make the best of each day. Thank you from my heart for helping me and everyone with a muscle disease. Thanks again for this opportunity, and as we leave here, may we all think good thoughts and do good deeds so that we may be a people of hope in our world. Please stand for a moment and let's repeat our motto. Make a muscle and make a difference.